allow me to introduce to you the characters we'll be using for this one D&D based solo DMless game. Starting with my character, our Duxagar Llyr, rolling randomly on many tables to set up his life. Here's what we have determined. He holds on him a treasured item, a vial of water from a sacred river source. His guiding aspect for his druidic ways is the river's endless flow reminds you of the great span of the world. You seek to act with long-term interests of nature in mind. You are one of several youngsters who were mentored by an old druid until one of your fellow pupils betrayed your group and killed your mentor. His background life. He knows who his parents are, or were, and he was born, or his egg was laid or hatched, and a home of a healer or midwife. He had two siblings, both of them were younger, and they were twins, laying and hatched at the same time. One is male. His alignment is neutral, and he's a laborer that is friendly towards Llyr. Still alive, unlike the other, male, who died during a blight. Parents. He has a single mother because his father was killed in battle. His mother is a neutral good guild artisan that is friendly to him. They lived a very poor lifestyle growing up, but lived in a large house. I explain this as his mother working for some sort of noble family. In exchange for her work, they allow them to live on premises, as well as food and safety. Llyr always found it easy to make friends, and he does love being around people. Llyr set off on his own because he hated his mundane life. So when it was time for someone to step up and do the right thing, he took his chance. He became a druid because he has always had an affinity for animals, so he explored his talents to see how he could best use it. Becoming a summoner. Circle of Shepherds. I have spent time with a job related to my class, gaining 2d6 extra starting gold. Because he's a druid, I assumed he was an herbalist, making and selling potions. I suffered a tragedy. A terrible blight in my home community caused crops to fall and many starve. I lost one of my siblings. One of the twins died during the starvation, during the blight. Sometime in his life, I made an enemy of an adventurer, though I was not to blame. It was a neutral, evil human male fighter who was alive and well. In his final life event, something truly strange happened to me. I was captured by a cult and nearly sacrificed on their foul altar. I managed to escape, but fear they will find me again. And finally, his appearance. Gender, male. Eyes, mint green. Height, 6 foot 6 inches. Faith. In case you do not know who Eldath is, according to the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide, Eldath, the Quiet One, Guardian of the Groves, the Mother of Waters. I chose this god for Llyr I chose this goddess for Llyr because of what I rolled on his origins, because of his vial of sacred water, and his insight to how rivers and oceans affect the world around them. It only made sense that he would also worship the goddess of water, the mother of water, and that is Llyr. Born of a common stock, he made his way because he wanted to live a better life than just one of a commoner. He became a druid, but the one who was teaching him druidism died, leaving him to teach himself in a way. Baharoosh. Created by my friend Gob, to be my companion. Precoria Baharoosh. Barbarian origins. His personal totem is a small leather pouch holding 3 stones that represents his ancestors. He has a tribal tattoo. Images of his spirit animal are tattooed along his weapon arm and hand, his spirit animal being a wyvern or a small fire drake. Superstition. He believes that if you disturb the bones of the dead, you will inherit all of the troubles that plague them in life. As such, he refuses to mess with burial if he has a choice. His background life. He knows who his parents are or were. He was hatched or laid inside the home of a healer or midwife. He has 3 siblings. 2 are older, 1 is younger. The oldest sibling is a female neutral evil artisan who is friendly towards him. The second oldest is a male neutral evil academic who is friendly towards him. The youngest is a female neutral hunter who is friendly towards him. Parents. He has paternal grandparents, as his father disappeared to an unknown fate and his mother was enslaved. Both are now dead. The father died of natural causes, while the mother died by being torn apart by a natural disaster. The grandfather died due to an apparent suicide, but his grandmother is a neutral good in her kingdom. Lifestyle is modest. He didn't want for a lot, and he grew up in a large house. He had very few close friends, and he lived a normal childhood. He took off on his own because from a young age he couldn't abide the stink of cities and preferred to spend time in nature. He became a barbarian because the spirits of his ancestors called out to carry out a great task. Life events. He has two notable life events. He gained a bit of good fortune, once performed a service for a local temple. He can receive free healing from them once a week. The second life event. I went on an adventure, though I was terribly frightened by something I encountered, and ran away, leaving my companions to their fate. Having communed with God about what he thinks that Baharoosh would be afraid of, enough to actually run away during battle, we have determined it was a variant of undead known as shadows. He saw an enemy that saps your strength and then raises you again, and that struck fear into the very core of its being. Gender, male. Eyes, fire orange. Height, 6'6". Faith, he worships the Red Knight. Hair, sweatback horns. Skin is singed red. He is 24 years old and weighs 238 pounds. His parents died when he was young, leaving him to his grandparents. His two eldest siblings became sort of creators in the community. One an artisan and the other an academic. Both of them, however, turned out to be more on the evil side, while his youngest sibling turned out to be a hunter. As he started coming of age, he started to detest the city, the stink, the noise, the rat race, and he became more and more in tune with nature. And at some time during his attunement with nature, he became a mercenary of sorts, trying jobs here and there, and made his name. He works and he becomes stronger because he often dreams of his ancestors, who keep telling him that he is needed to perform a great task. During one of his adventures, however, the last one where he became a brave for the Druid Grove, led him to fight shades, something his axe could not touch, something that withered strength away with every touch. And this fear drove him to flee. It is unknown what happened to the rest of his adventuring party. That was the last time Baharoosh, known as the Ever-Burning, took on a mercenary job, until the start of this adventure. These are our two adventurers for this game. Ardusagar Llyr and Precoria Baharoosh. Dragonborns who built a kinship working for the Grove, but the Grove itself eventually fell, leaving these two on their own to seek their fate. Currently, they are heading north, away from the Grove, and searching for, right now, just a community, a place where they can not settle down so much as train and become even better, strong enough to eventually take back their home. Let us begin on our adventure. Hello everyone, it is I, Farwulf. You might have noticed the name change in the channel. That's because I'm going back to my roots. I was Farwulf a long time ago, since I first started gaming, but that's not important right now. What is important is that I am finally getting back to the solo D&D. It took me forever to do it because I was kind of honestly dreading trying to come up with an idea about how to do a format. But if you're watching this now, that means I finally got the idea. What I've ended up doing is just rolling this beginning encounter area and starting quest. The characters have already been introduced, but in case I mess that up, we have Llyr the Druid and Baharoosh the Barbarian. The problem with coming up with formats is trying to decide what would work best for the audience. Should I have music playing now for my sake, and with the music playing, go through the encounters and whatnot, or should I save those? Do I, in combat, just show the whole combat, as you can see here, initiative rules and stuff, or do I just, edit it or keep it in? Whatever I decide to do, I'm sure it'll be great because the first solo D&D did phenomenally well on the channel for me. So, this new world, I've already determined, so I will sort of angle it, that the main enemy of this world is undead. Just because I like fighting undead. I think they're cool. Well, I don't like undead, which is why I want to kill them. But we'll see what happens in the adventure, because all I know is how we start. Our intro here is with Llyr and Baharoosh in this tavern, this way station, on their way to the next village. The reason for their travels is that the grove that they were both at and defending has gotten overrun, and they two are the only real survivors. Sticking together, because they both, know each other, they're going out for aid to gain power, knowledge, and help as they try to find another grove, another nature's beacon grove. So, on their travels, they stopped at this way station called the Stroppy Toad. It's just them enjoying drink and food, talking to the bartender, and these bandits. That's right. Bandits have invaded the tavern, seeking to extort all of those here. So let me get into character. As Llyr and Baharoosh sit there, talking to Drudor, the barkeep, suddenly the door flings open, with the bandits charging in, saying to everyone around them, "Time has come for the payment, Drudor. And by the looks of it, you got a good number of customers." And the bandits spread out, taking money from those around. Baharoosh, easily irritable by people who would exploit others, begins to stand. Drudor says, "Please don't. Just let them do what they're gonna do and don't get involved." Annoyed, Baharoosh sits, burying his nose in his drink. Llyr sighs as one of the bandits approaches them. "You two dragon folk, you're not exempt from the tax. Money in the bag." Upon the bandit placing his hand on Llyr, the person Baharoosh is to protect, he stands and reaches for his axe. Llyr places a hand on Baharoosh's bicep and tells him, "No killing." And that's where we begin. The bandit, seeing Baharoosh draw his massive stone axe, takes a step back and laughs. "Well, lads, it seems like we have a tough customer here. If you value your gold more than your life, who am I to tell you you're wrong? All right, let him have it." And we begin combat. And don't worry, while I won't have any music whatsoever, for the sake of editing, you guys will actually be able to have sound. Let us begin. This bandit. Bandit 1 will laugh, draw a crossbow, and being told to attack will, hitting him for a measly 2 damage. The arrow sinks into his shoulder, or the bolt sinks into his shoulder, as he now gets to unleash himself. Baharoosh enters into his battle rage. So with him enraged, he will charge the bandit that struck him and raise his axe, missing, unfortunately, as she ducks under it. Bandit 2 will charge him with a scimitar for only 1 damage as rage reduces. Bandit 3 is outside, has not yet been called to action. Commoner, seeing combat happen, got back into a corner. This hunter, who came in to relax during her day off, realizes that she might be able to help. She has a longbow, so she will attack the bandit that attacked her range. AC 12 hits for 10. Then she'll aim her second arrow at this man. Nat 1. The way we're doing Nat 1s in this little D&D is that if you roll a Nat 1, that just means that the next attack against you has advantage. Commoner, back to the corner, doesn't want to be involved. Oracle, will the bard help against the bandit? I would say -3. No. Okay. Llyr. Llyr will just take a drink of his mug before setting it down and lifting his staff. He's gonna bonus action shillelagh. Take a step forward and attack with the weapon, with a shillelagh enhanced staff. Ooh man, I'm not rolling good against the bandits. Commoner, back away. Bandit is gonna move over here. He's going to crossbow Llyr. Misses. Flunk, right into Lyr's shield. Ducks behind the counter. I can now remove the commoners because they are all out of the combat. This bandit is going to try to take a shot at Baharoosh, despite the fact that he is technically somewhat behind cover. The way I do enemies within cover, or allies taking cover behind enemies, if it rolls 15, it will instead hit the bandit instead of Baharoosh. That's an at 20 against Baharoosh. 7 reduced to 3. This bandit just got shot. She's not having a good time. So she's going to try to flee, giving Baharoosh an attack of opportunity. He hits. No matter what, he reduces her to 0, but he is not going to kill. He is going to knock her unconscious. So what he does is he swings his axe to catch her foot as she's running, and she trips, hitting her head on the table and knocking herself unconscious. Baharoosh is going to attack. He has no preference on which enemy to attack, so I will leave it up to the dice. 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack the bandit on the right with a mighty blow for 13 damage. Just with a big swing, boom, right in the side of the head, immediately knocking him to the ground. The hunter is going to move here and aim a shot at the bandit by the door. That does hit. 5. And the second shot, this bandit between the two dragons. That meets for 5. Lyr's going to shillelagh the man in front of him, perhaps, maybe, hopefully, knocking him unconscious. This bandit, seeing the tides have turned, is going to flee, run there, free action, open the door, dash, run, and as he runs past his two allies, he says, tough customers are too tough. Run for now. Get the hell out of here. And this bandit, looking in, seeing 3 companions unconscious, and 1 dragonborn basically on fire, just screaming in rage, is going to follow the lead and dash away, getting off the map. This man got shot, going to do the same. He's going to dash to 60 feet away. Baharoosh is going to just run to the door and cackle at them, using his bonus action to keep the rage going because we're using the 1 D&D barbarian. And with that, we will end combat as we just allow the remaining 4 bandits to escape. Llyr and Baharoosh retake their seats, and Drudar stands up looking over the counter, rubs his eyes and says, I thank you for getting involved, but you really shouldn't have. Now they'll be back with more people, and they might actually burn my intellect to the ground. Llyr says, don't worry. Now that we're involved, might as well finish the problem. Do you know where the bandits are encamped? We'll attack them head on. Drudar replies, no idea, lad. No idea. But I have a feeling I know who might know, he says as he looks at the 3 unconscious bandits. Llyr turns. Baharoosh smiles. They're gonna drag the bandits out back for interrogation. Llyr will give Baharoosh a bit of a heal because, he got hit like 3 times. Gotta love barbarians. Even at level 1, they are intimidating. Baharoosh is now back at the full at a 17 HP. Oh, great almighty Oracle. How many hours passes before the bandits are able to awaken? 2. You have 2 hours before the first bandit awakes. And which bandit wakes up? The female. So we tie up the bandits, take them out back as to not be unsightly for the customers who remain, allowing them to once again enjoy their meal. Hopefully. The bandit awakes, tied up. She looks at the dragonborn and scowls. What, you gonna turn me in now? Llyr says, perhaps. But first, why don't you tell us where you're encamped? Seems your people have a tendency to cause problems. We can't have that, can we? The bandit replies. As if I'll tell you. Don't worry. We'll find you again soon enough. Baharoosh, who actually has the charisma between the two, oddly enough, will slam his axe down. Tired of your games, bandit. We'll find your encampment and we will raze it to the ground. Now, unless you want to be a part of the flames, tell us what we want to know. And he will roll intimidation. Oh boy, that does it. But a natural 20, still a natural 20. But not this time. Realizing that Baharoosh, nicknamed the Ever-Burning, she has heard of him before. As before he joined the community, he was a mercenary, and quite a popular one at that. Having heard of him before, and known that he is capable of his threats, will stutter out. Yes, we're not far to the east, perhaps a 2-day walk. You can't miss it. It's an old abandoned castle. Baharoosh grins, and Llyr nods. Good. With that, we'll leave you here until the authorities come to pick you up. Rest well. We will make our way to your encampment. And with that, Llyr and Baharoosh will go to their room, which happens to be right here, to plan out their next adventure to the bandit encampment. But also with that, at the end of the night, the first encounter taken care of, I was going to level them up to level 2 after the bandit fight, but that went a lot more smooth than I thought it would. So Oracle, do we level up? I think we put an unlikely modifier on there, so no, we don't. We are still level 1 for our raid on the bandit camp. 2 days' journey east, she said. Well then, let us begin. At the dawn of the next day, Llyr and Baharoosh will leave, informing Drudor that, don't worry, we'll be back, and any depths these bandits have claimed on you will become void. And as they head off, we get to roll. Pulling up the side page for random encounter. We get 3 rolls for day 1, 3 D100s. It is 25 or below. There is a 25% chance of an encounter for every roll. Let's see what we get. No random encounters on our first day of travel. But now I must roll survival for Llyr to see 2 things. 1, are we able to follow the bandit's tracks? Go, survival. We are barely able to follow this bandit's tracks. DC 12, that was. And then roll number 2, or am I able to find us a safe place to rest? Oh, DC 10 for forest, where we are. So yes, I actually do manage to find us a campsite. So we rest until the next day. Something I did forget to do was roll for weather for the next day. Let us roll also for the time of year, because that's something I forgot to do. Actually, let's just do what I used to do. /R 1D 360, and that's the day 26. So we are actually in the first of the year. Nice and cool. Okay, so based on what I rolled for the winter date, I'm actually going to put here what day it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 4 D100s, and the year is going to be 1,000 plus whatever I roll. The year is 1236. So on this day, number 26 of the year 1236, in the winter, we get, the first roll was 2. Oh, actually, it's not 46 anymore. Actually, with the new thing, but the way this guy does it, I don't need that. So the first roll was a 2. And with everything set up now, a 2 means in winter, snowstorm day. That means it's going to be very difficult to navigate. I must copy and paste this extreme cold, extreme heat, and strong wind. I must copy and paste all of this. I hate how it does this. I really do hate this, but I'll deal with it for now. Well, at least a lot of this is just me cutting it out because this should be boring, yo. Oh yeah, just making a Miri. Cool, problem solved. Love it. Love it. So with the blizzard, obviously it's going to be cold. So extreme cold must succeed a DC con save unless we are wearing cold weather gear or are resistant or immune to cold damage. Neither of us are resistant or immune to cold damage because Llyr is a radiant dragon. He is moonstone. And Baharoosh is fire. You know, I didn't say that we bought cold weather gear, but it kind of makes sense that they would, having lived in this area. So I'm going to say a +3 to this. Oracle, Do we have cold weather gear? That is, yes, but. Yes, but what, almighty oracle? Yes, but dimension. Yes, but we have dimensions. That's not relevant to clothes as a whole. So I'm going to say yes. So we have cold weather clothing because we live in the north where cold weather happens. Clothing cold weather, yeah. But it will add +5 difficulty to finding places to rest. So, day 2 of travel. Is this place more populated now that we're getting closer to the Bandit Camp? Yes. Okay, cool. So that means I now roll 6 times. And anything under 25 is an encounter. Oh, we get 2 encounters. Those are night encounters. So as we are setting up camp for the night, we run into an encounter. Forest, level 1 through 4. What encounter do we get, oh almighty? I did not want 2d100. Ignore that. That never happened. In fact, he can't prove nothing. Okay, 55 on the table. 1 air cap or 1d8 plus 1 orcs. Okay, I'll just roll a d. I'm going to move this over here to my second thing so I don't have to keep closing it and pulling it up. Okay, 1 Ettercap or orcs. Which one is it? Ettercap or orc. It is an Ettercap. The Ettercap ambushes us at night. Yes, night is coming. Okay, I also need to roll to see if we actually find a campsite or if we're out in the middle of nowhere. So DC 11, I think it is now. Because of the snowstorm. Unable to find a safe place to camp. Which means we'll need to make con saves. But it also explains why we get attacked twice tonight. Or random encounter twice tonight. So, Ettercap, I'm going to have try to stealth up on us. Yeah, it doesn't beat either of our passive perceptions. I think. Nope, does not beat either of our passive perceptions. We know. So, with us not hidden, and it also not hidden, let us begin. Llyr sees the Ettercap, and he will walk over here. He has no range attack, because of course he doesn't. Why would I give him a range cantrip? So it's difficult terrain, so even if it makes it, it won't be able to run as far. I'll do it. And now it needs to make a strength save. It fails. Because I believe my spell's DC is 14. It is restrained. It's my turn. Oh, so I must use this action to try to break free. Strength checks this time, though. It makes it. But it's all difficult terrain with a movement speed of 30. Begin to climb over here. No man's fool. Rush the monster. AC 13. I'm gonna do it. Ettercap is unharmed. Oh, with that spell done, made it waste his action so it couldn't attack or web us. So, got that going for us. Llyr will use his action to wild shape. Because why not? Temp HP is good, and so does, whatever. So he wild shapes into beast of the land. His wild shape is that of a drake, a pretty muscular. It's a guard drake that shares his scale colors. So a green and silver guard drake. Horn and all. Okay. Ettercap. So Lyr's AC in this form. His AC in this form is 14. His AC in this form is 14. He's gonna bite one and claw the other, but who gets to bite first? 1, 2. That's Baharoosh. Attempt to bite Baharoosh. 14 AC. All right. So Baharoosh needs to make a Constitution 11. So does that mean that he takes half damage or full damage, or no damage, or by poison? Creature can repeat the save. Oh, so he takes the damage anyway. He's just not poisoned. The piercing damage is 10, 12, reduced to 6, and the poison damage is 8. This is a CR2 monster. Might be a short game, but I also have a feeling it'll run away when it takes too much damage. Well, at this point, it's if it takes any damage, nothing has happened so far. Oh, it got hit. That's right. Baharoosh has the starting feat of Vengeful Assault from some of the other Dragonborn, so he's going to use his reaction to do that. God damn it. Okay, action attack. Hey, you hit 16. Oh boy. +2, 18. Oh boy. Llyr was going to attack the Ettercap, but now Baharoosh is significantly injured. So what Llyr is going to do instead is he's going to use his action to use a breath weapon, radiant or healing, because he can still use your racial shit while wild shaped apparently. So he's gonna do that. On Baharoosh, aim it away from the Eder Cap, honestly. So Baharoosh gets healed for... Is this seriously only D10? Not plus... Only 3 damage. Oh, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. I also realized I forgot to do the Eder Cap's claws. So claw and Llyr. Yeah, save. But that said, it's Eder Cap's turn again. Will the Eder Cap flee now that it took damage and I also want to play? No. Okay. Eder Cap will bite one and claw the other. That's Llyr. Llyr gets the bite. Please don't beat another nat 20. Oh, it misses anyway. Claw Baharoosh. It misses anyway. We're in its head. It doesn't know what to do. One of them spat light and the other one hit it really goddamn hard. Oh, hot. So that's a total of 11 damage. Now it's Llyr. Llyr does not yet have multi-attack in this form, not until level 5. So he is going to just bestial strike. I'm gonna move on this side to get the +2 blinking bonus. You know, don't do it, Chief. But Eder Cap is now quite hurt. These easy prey turn out not to be so easy. But he still doesn't run for some reason. Alright, one gets bite, one gets not bite. Bite to Baharoosh. Please, for the love of God, don't be a nat 20. Nat 20. So the piercing is 6, reduced to 3. He's at 1 HP. He's at 1 HP! We can do this, Baharoosh! And Claw Bear. Misses. Okay. Baharoosh didn't hear no bell. Baharoosh. Oh, not only that, he's going to use his reaction to fuck him up again. So 2 attacks, 1 hits, the other hits, so 2 damage and strikes, 13, and he kills the Eder Cap with the second damage is only a 6, but we win. Congratulations. Baharoosh is quite hurt, and Llyr not as hurt. He's going to drop Wild Shape and use his last spell slot to heal Baharoosh. 5 plus 5. Almighty Oracle. Do we get a short rest before the next encounter? Yes. Excellent. Oh, good. Got a 1. Baharoosh isn't doing so well. Baharoosh got 1 twice on healing. But we still get another encounter. 17. 1d8 plus 1 winged kobolds. Those sound like potential allies. Okay, so 1d8 plus 1, so a minimum of 2. There are 2 winged kobolds. Almighty Oracle. Are they hostile? No, they're not hostile. Ooh. So as we can't set up camp because we don't find a good place to camp, which means we also need to roll the con saves to not get a level of exhaustion for tonight. The con save according to this is 8. Alright, so I make it. DC 8. He doesn't make it. 1 level of exhaustion for Baharoosh. That means he's got a -1 in all d20 rolls. But the winged kobolds, noticing us encamped out in the open, or not out in the open, but encamped somewhere not entirely safe, decide to approach us. I would like to trade information with them. Are they willing to trade? Yeah. Yes, but what? Yes, but Captain. They're willing to trade, but one of their people was taken captive. Were they taken captive by the bandits? Maybe. I'll say it's likely. Or likely for this next question. Were they captured by humanoids? Maybe. Yes. So +3. Yes. Obviously, we're going to help. They're kobolds. Both Baharoosh and Llyr and Gob and myself love kobolds. And if we can get a kobold party member, a winged kobold party member, that'd be nice. We agree we will aid them in freeing their missing comrade, their captured prisoner. We ask them about the location of where the creature was, or where their ally was taken. Kobolds, not the smartest. We'll roll a history check. That one has an idea. That one doesn't know. So Winged Kobold 1 knows, but doesn't know. He has an idea. He says about the snow-covered abandoned mansion, or abandoned stone fortress. Many creatures hide there, and their comrade was scouting when they went missing. So they were taken by the bandits. Will the Winged Kobold help us against the bandits? Yes, they will aid us in freeing their missing family member. Oh, just imagine if we get like 3 Winged Kobolds following me around. Not like sidekicks, just kobolds. Where they travel with us afterwards. This one, as much as I really want them to, I would say this is kind of unlikely because they might have their own home. So they will not. So the winged kobolds will not join us outside of this adventure. Womp womp. Okay, with that we will rest for the night. Do we level up? I have to ask. No. Okay. I have to ask just because the aircraft fight was hard. It was a CR2 monster. We beat it, but barely. But we don't level up. You know what? I feel like we deserve it. I'm gonna roll once more. It's gonna be with advantage. No. Okay. But what? But what, Oracle? No, but original. Hey, listen. Okay, I know it's not a really original idea to ask for level ups after every encounter, but we are level 1. We're going up against a bandit encampment. At least we got kobolds on our sides, so it evens out slightly. More action economy on our end. So as we awaken the next day, what does the weather look like? 20. The winter 20. Unseasonably warm, which means it's going to be 1d4 degrees above normal. 40 degrees warmer than normal. Ooh. All right. Well, we are actually nearing the end of winter too, so kind of makes sense. So now we make it to the bandit camp. So something I was curious about. All right, so we got 3 male bandits escaped, which means that there's only 2 male bandits here. One of the male bandits has gone away, which means there might be more elsewhere. And let's say the winged kobold ally is over there. Hey, Oracle, is the winged kobold prisoner a potential companion? No? Okay. Well, I tried. Because if it was a companion, I was going to quickly make it a sidekick sheet. But seeing as it's not, we'll just leave it as it is. Do they have any other prisoners? They do? Yes, and livestock, where they literally have farmer. Yes, okay, so they captured a regular old commoner. An everyday old commoner. Okay, well, is there another prisoner? Yes, and bones? Bones. Are they an adventurer? No. But? No but. No but gears. Bone and gears? What? Can I re-roll that last one? Yes, okay. Re-roll the last keyword to something that makes a bit more sense. 9. Prodigy. They're not an adventurer, but they are a prodigy. Because of that, I'll say it's likely. +3. Are they a potential sidekick? Because I like companions. I really love companions. Yes, and so they are a potential sidekick. NPC. Yes. Okay. Things are coming together. NPC. It's a sidekick, so it's not a full class. It's prodigy and its potential, which means I got to roll on the NPC generator. Okay, so what do we have here? 61. It's a human. Go figure. Female. Lawful good. Paladin. All right. It's gonna be a warrior. Oh, congratulations. Okay, so we have this captured potential sidekick, Jackie. Just to show you what happened with Jackie. She has 18 strength, 14 dexterity, 15 constitution, 10, and 14 charisma. These are the skills she's proficient in. Grab performance. These are the skills she's proficient in. She knows common and draconic. She knows simple martial weapons, all armors. Her tool is a lyre. She has nothing in her inventory because she's a prisoner right now. She is a prodigy because that's what I rolled on the keyword table. She's a paladin because that's what I rolled. And she's an attacker. So she adds +2 to all attack rolls. And it's all attack rolls, even when it comes to spells. That said, she will know 2 cantrips because that is what the new paladins start with. So any cantrips from the paladin or cleric spell list, which is just the cleric spell list. So I think she'll take Sacred Flame for the offense and then Spare the Dying. Seeing as we are attacking in the morning, I imagine they would not be sleeping, so let's have a couple of them out on patrol. Now that they especially know that there are dangerous people around, because, well, a couple of the guys made it back. Gonna be watching the prisoner. A couple of guys made it back. One of them's gonna be resting. The other one's over there playing games. But we got the bandit captain to worry about, which I am worried about. I'm gonna go ahead and add everyone to the combat order just in case. And as we approach, we must roll stealth. Oh, I forgot you picked these up. Okay, so Civ is stealthed. Not Civ. Llyr is stealth. Baharoosh doesn't believe in stealth, but he is 2 stealth for the kobolds. Ooh boy. Oh, one of the kobolds doesn't make it, but it's fine. Because as a group, which is what this is a group stealth check, is 17. Rounded up. It's 16.6 repeated, but we're going to round up to 17. So with that, we are successfully stealthed. So those keeping watch, which are these 2 out here, these 2 ladies, that doesn't beat our group's check. Neither is that. Okay. Thank goodness Llyr got that 23, otherwise we'd be screwed. Oh wait, did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. It's just, I did it divided by 3. There's 4 of us. 12. Our total is 12 and a half. Rounded up. So, yeah, Bandit 1 sees us. So we do immediately go into combat, as we will attempt to stop her from raising the alarm. If we can kill her before her turn, which the 2 kobolds get the opportunity, then we're good. Doesn't know what's going on. Wing kobold, this is the one who made the stealth check, so it will be able to attack. Oh, it doesn't have a sling like the other kobolds. Oh boy. That means it will absolutely have to run out, which means it will not have the stealth bonus, which means it's just a straight roll. It's 5. See it hit. Bandit captain doesn't know what's going on. Bandit lady is watching the prisoners, playing dice or something. Prisoner. Oh no. It's fine. We're not alone. There's 4 of us. She's going to disengage because she sees stuff. Go over here. Gonna call out. So this bandit is now aware. This kobold gonna fly over there. Dash. Baharoosh. Thankful that we don't have the stealth. Like, oh, thank fuck. Dash. And he's gonna rage while he dashes. He's raged. There just pinches the bridge of his nose. Like, sure, he's a dragonborn, so it's a really fucking big bridge, but he just sort of rubs his eyes and it's just okay. He's gonna wild shape into his Drake form. And in his Drake form, his movement speed is 40. What he got? Jackie, hearing that there's something happening, and her being not the type who apparently sits around, is going to attempt to break out. So I'm going to roll. Is it chain or is it rope? It's chain. So she needs to roll a DC 20 strength check or athletics check to break them. Don't do. Now that people are no longer hidden, is she patrolling or is she standing? Either or. I would say she's patrolling. So she gets there, sees what's going on, pulls out her crossbow. She's going to shoot at one of the random targets you can see. That's the kobold. 9, kobold AC 13, misses. Bandit sleeping, playing cards with the boss. Being shot at, the kobold's going to rush over here. Oh, he's going to fly. All right, he's going to fly up in an attempt to drop the rock on her. Misses. This bandit now aware that there's something happening and there's quite a few people. He's going to dash. Gonna dash to call in. Intruders, intruders. Gonna use the last 25 feet to get here. Call in who are under attack. So now everyone except for the bandit captain and this bandit is involved. This has gone out of hand. There, she's gonna hold her action to shoot should she see someone. This winged kobold, now aware that his tribe mates are there, are going to attempt to weasel out of his, squeeze out. This DC 20 don't work. This bandit's gonna try to buy time. No, she's not gonna try to get the fuck out of there. Disengage. Winged kobold is going to fly and attempt to drop a rock on her. Next attack against the kobold has advantage. Baharoosh is just he's still enraged, but he's gonna swing. Yeah. So because we're going for the kill, she's dead. She's dead now. With a mighty swing, he slices downward, using one hand to cut her basically in half from shoulder to hip. He's gonna keep going. All right, Llyr. Llyr is going to rush over here. Use his bestial strike. Oh boy. Just straight up kill this woman. Oh, so I can choose what type of damage it does. So I was going to say he does a tail attack. He rushes up to her and then turns on his heels because he still has 10 feet of movement and just whacks her with his giant reptilian tail, killing her as he moves on. Break out, no goes. This bandit uses half his movement to stand up, so he has 15. He's going to go there and he's going to attack Baharoosh. That hits for 3, reduced to 1. This wing kobold is going to fly. Oh wait, I forgot about this bandit's held action. Technically, Baharoosh would have been the first one she saw. Misses. So he's just going to fly over there. He's going to dash. She's still like 20 feet in the air. She's going to continue rushing to try to warn the boss. Yeah, she's close enough to yell into the room. Intruders! Intruders! And hold her action to crossbow any enemies she sees. She's going to aim up at the flying kobold. -2 to the attack roll because of height bonuses, which misses because that makes it a 12. This kobold is going to fly down and realizes he forgot to pick up any type of key. It doesn't matter because the prison person is over there now. So he's going to attempt to use his dagger to pick the lock, and he doesn't do it. Baharoosh attack. That hit. That kills. Just another straight up kill. Aims for the throat. And a dash. Oh, right, I forgot to check his HP. She's gonna try to break out. Oh, she does it. She manages to angle the manacles just right to shatter. Well, to shatter at the chain. She shakes her hands, uses half her movement to stand, and proceeds to run into the fray. As a lawful good paladin, she cannot let other people fight on her behalf. This bandit is gonna run out, sees a drake. Gonna be, don't like that, and stabby stab. Nice attack against him. This bandit, now aware of incoming enemies, is gonna run here. Technically, she could shoot the kobold, but the kobold will have partial cover. Don't make the attempt. So, because of the height bonus and partial cover, it's technically a -4 to the attack roll. For 2, doesn't do it. This wing kobold is going to attempt to drop a rock. Yeah, that hits. 6 damage as he just drops a rock on her head, and then proceeds to fly away. Bandit captain, annoyed but aware of the situation because the bandits made it here in time to tell him, and he's going to hold an action to attack anything if he gets close. He's not going to rush into battle just to be attacked. He's smarter than that. She is going to draw her scimitar and attempt to attack the drake. Oh boy. Aye. Ow. Ooh. That's why Lyr's not a front runner, but he also doesn't have many options right now. Oh, that was the wrong one. Doesn't matter. She's going to hold her action. This one attacks. It's probably not going to do because of the dagger. Actually, that does it. This one's free. Baharoosh doesn't like the fact that that the person who's supposed to be attacking is under attack. And quite hurt, honestly. Yeah, I think he did with a 14 there. For some reason it does that. For some reason it just like skips Lyr's turn. A bestial strike at advantage. That one kills him. Again, just rips him apart. And he's going to take a step back and he's going to bonus action drop wild shape. He needs to use his magics now. Becky's going to run forward. He's going to loot this person's scimitar because she needs some way to defend herself. And upon seeing Llyr drop his wild shape, she's going to speak out to him. Why are you here? You're not one of the bandits. And Llyr turns back to her. The bandits attacked the tavern we were staying at. Couldn't let that stand. So here we are. And Jackie sort of relaxes a bit upon hearing that they are here for good reasons. Very well, let me help you. And Llyr shrugs. Nothing I can really do to stop you, ma'am. Bandit's gonna attempt a crossbow Baharoosh. Wow, so many nat 20s against us. But at least he's resistant. 6. The wing kobold is going to dash. Let's see. How tall is this castle? Can he go over it? So I'm going to do D3. So it's 10 plus whatever I roll. 22 feet. So he was already 20 feet up. We're going to round down to 20. So he can literally just fly over the castle and drop rocks from above. And then take a step back. That hit. 5 damage. As he drops a big rock on her head and takes a step back. So he's out of sight. Bandit captain, annoyed, going to proceed to attack a bunch. This is why I would have liked to level up at least once. But you know, it's whatever. 1 to 9, reduce to 4. Which Baharoosh will then use his reaction to vengeful strike. Ah! Why? Why do I keep rolling bad, but they keep rolling well? It's cursed, that tells you. Just one more. Yeah. Please just don't be max damage. Well, it's 4. There's a chance Baharoosh will live this if he misses the deck. It's a nat 20. Sometimes the dice just don't like, man. But then again, if Baharoosh is unconscious, not dead, he's a player. Gonna continue moving on to fight the invaders. This bandit is gonna take a step back and hold her action to attack the kobold, or the next kobold that attempts to drop a rock on her head. Fly 20 feet up, 10 feet this way. This kobold's gonna follow, get 5 feet behind him. Not good. Llyr is going to use his action to healing breath weapon. The bandit captain is already max health, so no reason not to. Restoring Baharoosh up to 7 HP. Nope, plus 7. And a bonus action, healing wording him again. God damn it. Yeah, he's gonna step back. Jackie's gonna do Sacred Flame to Bandit Captain. Well, if he fails to save, he takes 1 damage. Yeah, no damage taken. This bandit's going to over there. Can't really see anyone, so she's gonna hold her action to attack kobold. Gonna step forward, activating her held action to shoot the next kobold that will attempt to drop a rock on her. Now they miss. Great. The kobold. He's gonna fly over. Rock for 8. Kills her as her head is caved in by a big ass brick. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I wish I could think of some way for this bandit captain to throw, but I can't. So he's just going to attack Baharoosh. This is not 20. 17, which is his max HP. So 1, 2, 3. Stab. And we are level 1, thanks to the almighty oracle. Rock on bandit. Is that it? No, it doesn't. Fly over there. Same thing. 6. Hey, Baharoosh, my dude, my man. I need you to make this con save. I need you to make this death save, please. If there's ever a time for a nat 20. Oh, well, Lyr's gonna bonus action healing word Baharoosh. It sucks that I go right after him. So there's like zero chance for him to actually do anything. And don't have Shillelagh up, and I use my bonus action to heal. I feel like my AC's... I'm gonna dodge. Just gonna dodge. Just dodge. Please fail. This bandit captain keeps rolling nat 20s. I need him to just... It was almost a nat 20. This bandit captain is a prick, and I hate him. Bandit is gonna run over here, and it's going to... There's 2 kobolds she has a potential to shoot at. They both have cover and whatever, but... So it's going to attack this one. It's going to attack this one. So -4. Next attack against her has advantage. This wing kobold is going to drop a rock on the bandit. Not do. I like to point out that if this goes awry, I'm not giving up on these characters. I will just roll a new beginning for them, and for the love of fuck, Oracle, let us level up before we reach a CR3 boss, when the CR2 monster almost killed us. Just a sec. Gonna go over here to the prisoner with no armor. Nat 20. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be a nat 20? And knocks her unconscious. And that's his turn. And kobolds fly over. Drop rock. No. Kobold fly over. Drop rock. Well, at least they're hurting it. Baharoosh gonna stand. Rage one more time. Wing. Kill. Alright, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1. You think that'd be good, but we're all level 1. And Baharoosh is going to take a moment. He's gonna need to heal, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Walk in there and hope that the fucking bandit captain doesn't see him. But my luck's gonna be a nat 1. Jackie's up! Jackie's up! She stands. But she doesn't stand. She's gonna play dead. And reach over. Spare the dying Llyr. But I also gotta roll performance. Because she's playing dead. 11. Oh, good. It beats his passive insight because he's not proficient in it. In kobold, 6. Bug bites. Bug bites. Okay. He does not have any ranged attacks whatsoever. So he's going to dodge because he's going to take the dodge action and proceed to go to someplace where the winged kobolds can't just drop rocks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Winged kobolds are going to continue to harass the fuck out of him because we might not be able to kill him, but we can sure as fuck get away. Nope. I think we just got our big first boss. It's a disadvantage. 13. Not do it. Baharoosh uses action. No, we don't. I'm not using healing surges because those just take away any SSD for a short rest. He's going to step back out, sees the captain retreating. The captain sees him, and they both know that if either of them stay here, they're going to die. Either the winged kobolds pelt the bandit captain to death as he attacks Baharoosh, or Baharoosh dies when he attempts to fight the captain. Whoever attacks is going to die. The Baharoosh is just going to glower at him and churn and run, using bonus action to keep his rage going. Llyr takes in a deep pained breath as he stands. Baharoosh tells him of the situation. We will die if we stay here, but the bandit captain will die if he pursues us. We can leave. To which Llyr, with his 12 intelligence, being the smartest one here, agrees. Jackie will stand. She doesn't like the idea of leaving the bandit to continue his rampaging, but they've got a point. They cannot defeat him as they are now. So 5, 10, 15. When kobold, fly over, drop brick at disadvantage because he's dodging. Oh, hey. I see. Bandit captain will continue to dodge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He makes it inside of his cabin, where now he is immune to the kobold's barrage from above. So with that, we'll end combat as a mutual defeat is found on both sides. The bandit captain is unable to attack them without being killed from above because he has no range options. But they also cannot pursue the bandit inside of his cabin, otherwise he will kill them all. So we will take our freed prisoners and go. For now, the party vows to return to defeat the captain one day. The kobolds will reward the players with a small amount of money that they managed to gather. But after that, the kobolds will go their own way. Let me get the loot tables from the Dungeon Master's Guide. Let's roll a D100 to see how much we get. 7. That is 5d6 copper pieces. So we are rewarded with 20 copper. We will split that. Actually, the two of us are pretty good on money because we didn't spend any of our 50 gold from our backgrounds. Jackie is a bit not well in gold, so we'll give her the 20. Jackie says to us that she will stay with the three of us, or she will become our third party member if we vow to return to take care of the bandits. We agree, as this defeat cannot be left standing. The rancher we freed has offered us the a place at his home in the nearby village of Skegness. We say we will think of it. We will look him up when we drop in town, and he sets off. Now we get to do the 2-journey trek home, because in order to level up, we have to rest at a safe location and spend 1 day training. So on our trek home, any random encounters? No. There's one random encounter as we're setting camp for the first night. We get a short rest. Okay, good. We're feeling much better now. So what is the random encounter? Okay, so first thing I gotta do is roll survival. It's a bright sunny day, so DC 6. We found a place. We actually got a camp up and running this time. Also realized the entire day I forgot about Baharoosh's exhaustion. Whoops. Oh well. Oh well, I got a lot going on, I guess. That's my excuse. So we find a decent place to make camp. We would offer Jackie some of our clothes, but it's a nice warm, but one is a nice warm day, and two, we're not her size. We're kind of big. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and just, before doing this, flesh out Jackie's everything. Okay, so now that I got her fleshed out, I'll make a hero forge for her later. See what random encounter we get in this dark forest night sunset. 7 again. Oh, not again, but 7. That's an owl. Okay, we get an owl. Not necessarily a hostile encounter because it's an owl. 1 hit point. Does the owl seem to be watching us? So the owl is watching us. Is it a familiar? Yes. Alright, so we are being watched by someone with the magic, with a magical ability to summon familiar. And that's our encounter. We finished our long rest, which is good. We're all feeling much better. Go ahead and quickly do the hero forge for Jackie. All right, here we go. I have finished Jackie. And now, and there we have Jackie. So the reason I do difference here and the token is because then, whenever she enters combat, you see this, like it shows up here. But then her token shows normal her. Normal her. Ooh, hair. Okay. Okay, so same thing for our day back to the inn. Oop, need to be 3, but anything during the day. We get 1 during the day, and then at night. 1 at night. A busy road. Alright, what do we get while we're traveling during the day? Oh no. But also kind of, oh yes. We're still level 1, so oh no. 92. That's a troll. CR5, 84 hit points. Fuckload of damage and health regeneration. Because I want to live, I'm going to add a +3 to this. Can we avoid the troll? Oh, it's the same thing. No. Do we see the troll before it sees us? Yes. Okay, so we get a chance to stealth. I add a D4 to whoever needs it, but I can only do it once. You know what? As a human, after every long rest, she gets an inspiration. So I will have her reroll that stealth. Okay, so then I'll add a D4 to her overall roll using guidance spell. Because I can do so as a reaction. Making our group total. Our group total is 13. And the troll passive perception is 11. Oh my goodness. We made it. We can stealth past the troll. Thank God. Okay, so we stealth past the troll. My gut started hurting. Not one to find a campground. Luckily, I'm not the only one who can search. Good, Baharoosh finds something. Because apparently something's wrong with Llyr today. I don't know what it is. But he can't roll worth the damn. We find a campground at which while nesting, fucking young Rimarass. No, I'm re-rolling that. 4. Fucking not a Rimarass. That's 1d6 plus 3 kobolds. Not flying kobolds, regular kobolds. There are 8 kobolds. Are the kobolds hostile? Yes. Yes, and what? Oh no, it's just yes. Do we have to fight them in order to rest? Yes. Alright, well, we haven't leveled up yet. Because again, we need to level up when we take a long rest and days equal to the level we're leveling up to in order to level up. Okay, so we're trying to make a camp, but these here kobolds won't let us. You know what also I forgot? I forgot that Baharoosh has weapon masteries, cleave and push. really good. Really, really good. You can do 1 per attack. Okay, well, we have to fight. I've tried to get around this, and there ain't no getting around it. So this kobold is going to first run forward to the unarmored-looking human and attempt a jab. Misses. Jackie just manages to step over it, but as she steps over it, she lowers the scimitar she stole and proceeds to kill him. +2. No. Here's the thing. It's a finesse, and she's using strength. So that is a +4. Still kills him, though. But I gotta do it right. This kobold, now kind of scared because one of them died instantly, is gonna jog over here and is gonna attempt to sling at Llyr. Misses. Bounces right off his shield. This kobold is gonna rush forward and attempt to stab Llyr. Misses. This kobold is going to attempt to sling Llyr, but with pack tactics, now at advantage. Misses. Man, it kind of sucks that Baharoosh goes so far low in turn order. And now that this spread out some breath weapon won't be able to kill them, so he's going to bonus action Shillelagh and action Shillelagh strike the one in front of him. Well, womp womp. Kobold's going to run up to Baharoosh. Stab. Another nat 20 against me. Oh, for max damage. This one's going to sling at Jackie because she's the closest. Misses. This guy's going to run up here. He's going to attempt to stab Baharoosh because apparently he's the easiest to hit. Does hit him. Max damage again. Fuck. Baharoosh isn't doing too well. Baharoosh is going to rage. Baharoosh is also going to proceed to attack Kobold. Attacking the one up top first. This because with Cleave, he can make a second attack roll against the second Kobold. Just does not add his damage modifier to the attack roll. Or to the damage roll. Kills. And then second attack. Not really second attack, but is close enough to get attacked. Fucks. It hurts me. It hurts me on an emotional level. The two closest are Llyr or Jackie. That's Jackie. No advantage on it because there's no kobold near Jackie, but still hits her for 3. Jackie's gonna go down here. Just gonna strike at the kobold. That hits. That kills. All right. So 3 of them are dead. It's not quite half. But I guess I will roll. Will the kobolds run away? Will the kobolds run away? No. Okay. They're sticking with it. This kobold is going to sling Llyr because he has advantage. No goes. This kobold is going to attempt to shank Llyr. That hits. Max damage every time. Well, not every time, but most of the time. Kobold is going to sling Llyr because of advantage. Misses. Llyr is going to bonus action healing word Baharoosh. Finally. And then action Shillelagh the kobold. That hits. Now that half of them are dead, the other half are staying at range. Well, I rolled at the beginning of the round. They're not running away yet. So that's Jackie. Oof. Baharoosh. Charge. That hit. That kills. Actually, basically, if it hits, it kills. I don't even need to roll damage for any of these people. Well, there's 3 targets. Doesn't have advantage on any of them. Who does he attack? That is Baharoosh. I didn't mean for it to be a dagger, but it does the same damage either way. That reduced to 2. 3 kobolds left. So I was gonna say, very likely. So +5. Do they run away? It was almost a no, but +5 makes it a yes. So the kobolds will proceed to flee when we reach their turn. But for now, Jackie doesn't know they've surrendered. Oh right, attacker. That hits. Why is it like +2? Come on now, game. That's why. Dead. Kobold is going to run into the shrubs, and then it's going to try to stealth. We're not proficient with stealth, but it doesn't matter. Makes it. Llyr going to attempt to end this. Oh god, I finally get a nat 20 because something I was going to kill with 1 hit anyway. Fucking good damage though. Just obliterates the kobold. And then it's going to bonus action heal Jackie. Well, with that out of the way, we've ended combat with only 1 kobold survivor. I really did try to make them not fight us, but what can you do? So then we'll take a short rest and then set up camp for our next encounter. Or no, that was the next encounter. The patrol was the first one. So we'll all take our long rest, and we make it Well, I'm going to roll one more time, one more random encounter before we make it back to the inn. It fucking happens. So as we're approaching the inn, the tavern, just for fun, I'm going to say we're going to be right outside the tavern. We're approaching the tavern. We're like basically right outside of it. When suddenly we're possibly accosted, possibly not a hostile encounter, but we'll see, by 2d4 blink dogs? Are the blink dogs hostile? No. And... No, not wrong one. No and what? 677. No and banter. Can blink dogs talk? They understand Sylvan but can't speak it, but I assume... Oh, the language is blink dog. So, just a bunch of blink dogs apparently here, which makes sense. Llyr is Fae-based, and we're off, and we came from a druid grove, so there would be Sylvan creatures around. They see us, but they don't stop us because they're not hostile. They're just around talking. So as we approach, Druidor's like, "Oh, get him back! Good, and you brought a friend? Did she help you with the bandits?" And Lyr's would say, "Not quite. We were able to kill most of the bandits, but their captain proved to be too much for us for now. We've come to rest, recuperate, and meditate on our knowledge before attempting to take him down once again. Well, lads, your rooms are still there for you. You paid for the week? Fortunately, it's only a 2-bedroom. It's only a 2-bedroom, but we do have 1 bedroom available. If and she's wanting to rent. We're taking care of the bandits. Well, most of them anyway. For most of them anyhow. Give her the room for free. Favor to you two. That's kind of you, Drudar. We'll stay here for a couple days before heading out. And with that, go to our respective rooms. We go to our respective rooms. We get to know Jackie a bit more during these 2 days of training. Found out that she is a paladin of the Crimson Knight, or of the Crimson General, the Red Knight. So let us level up for in this session. The way we do health, or the way we do health in the games I DM is you roll twice. You can either take the advantage, you can either take the highest, or if none of them are above half of your hit die plus 1, the minimum you can get is half your hit die plus 1. The minimum Llyr could get is 5. So he gains 5 HP. He does not have the tough feat. So it's 5 plus 3. So he gains 8 hit die, or 8 hit points. Baharoosh, 2d12s, take highest, that's a 9. That is a 9. The minimum he could get, 12, half is 6. The minimum he could get is 7, so he takes a 9. 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 3 is 13. He gains 13 hit points, so he's already at 30. And finally, Jackie. I'll level up Jackie first, because I feel like I missed some of her features, because I'm not yet familiar with 1D&D Paladin. So she gets Lay on Hands at level 1 now. Good to know. So she gains 1d8 hit die. So she gains 10 hit points. But she also gains Lay on Hands. She doesn't get spellcasting until later, but it's whatever. When is a recharge? We take a long rest. So because she doesn't have spells, I'll say she can Divine Smite a number of times equal to her proficiency bonus. It is melee only, right? With an attack roll using a weapon. Oh, so it's just weapon strike now. So that means it could be ranged paladin. Nice, I like it. Archery, defense, plus 1 to AC when you're wearing armor. Dueling, plus 2 bonus of damage rolls. Roll 1, 2. Protection, weapon fighting. Let's give her... I'm between defense because that's just a good all-rounder, but clearly she's not wearing armor right now and everything, so it might be useless. And dueling just because more offense. I'll let the dice decide. Oh, that's defense. Okay. Well, it's working now. So because we can't get her any armor because we're not at any, type of settlement that sells armor, Llyr will give her his shield. So right now, he does not have that. But she does. She can live longer. That is her leveled up to level 2. Llyr. So you learn 1 more spell. So what spell should he take? You know what, I'll do a classic. Goodberry. Just because I want to keep everyone alive. Okay, so with Goodberry and my spellcasting focus, which is the mistletoe on my staff, I can now feed us. Thank goodness. Only one thing. Nature's Aid. at least I can use challenge nature in more ways than just wild shape, which is then roll a number of d4s equal to the wisdom modifier. I kind of hate how it's just a wisdom modifier, because that means that once I get to level 4 and I increase my wisdom to 20, it can't ever go any higher. I would prefer if it was 1d4 equal to your druid level, you know, but whatever. So now I can summon Kara, and she'll be with me for 24 hours or until I finish a long rest. One extended use when you finish a short rest, and you regain all when you finish a long rest. Okay. And finally, Baharoosh. Primal knowledge and reckless attack. You gain proficiency in another skill of your choice from the list of skills available to Barbarian at first level. Whenever you make an ability check using one of the following skills, you can use it as a strength check, even if it normally uses a different ability. So that means I can do acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival. Stealth as a strength check. I love it. My only options here are animal handling and nature. Maybe I'll do nature. Why not? And reckless attack. He gets a subclass next feature, and he wants to be a zealot barbarian. What paladin subclass are you going to be, just so I can add that to your thing? What's the one that comes with 1 D&D? Yeah, if that's devotion, I'll use that for it. It is. Okay, so she is a devotion paladin then. So we have suffered a mutual defeat at the hands of that bandit king. Chances are he would have fled, but we will return to the campsite, see if he's there, and if he's not, find out where he went. But for now, that is it for this session. We have leveled up, we raided the bandit encampment, defeated a good amount of bandits, defeated a kobold ambush. We tried to reason with them, but they weren't having it. We have discovered a new ally in Jackie, created her, set her up, and we are preparing to return. After the defeat of the bandit captain, I imagine we will level up to level 3, because I don't know where the other bandit went. I assume that this isn't a full encampment. This is just an outpost. So we have our work cut out for us, perhaps, maybe. I don't know. No one knows. That's the great thing about solo D&D, is that we make it up as we go. For now, I hope you all had fun, and I hope you will join me next time as we finish out this starting adventure with this group. Bear to Bua, August but not, my friends.